behind the table. Liang Jinquin prepared for the opening attack from Harimoto, counters back with heavy spin. Now Harimoto's timing, unusually early. Loves to stay inside the table. Long push here. A bit of surprise factor right at the baseline of the table. Harimoto does not hesitate much at all. This is one of his great strengths. A little bit more of a lukewarm receive here, something that Liang Jinquin was very happy to take for a third ball. Heavy spin shot. Oh, break off the net. It was a perfect length from Liang Jinquin. Got some hesitation out of Harimoto. There was the apology. Harimoto was very quick to apologize. Very fair. Good sportsman. Looking to add a bit of pace with that backhand after the rally's opened up. Trying to find the middle of Liang Jinquin. First towel break of the match. Split down the middle. Now, again, Tomokazu Harimoto, as strong of a threat as he has been to the Chinese national team, has only won 1 game out of 9 games played against Liang Jinquin. Beautiful backhand with a bit of bend, some side spin on it for the inside-out shot just out of reach. Taking this first game will be a big confidence booster for Harimoto. You could see him just turning the wrist in. It also allows less time for Liang Jinquin to recognize where the ball's going. Doesn't telegraph. And the luck comes back. Liang Jinquin gets one off the top of the net to help out. So pretty even so far in terms of table tennis karma. Little crack into the knees out there. Liang Jinquin trying to stay loose early in the match. Good variation from Harimoto. Spinning one first. Drive more solid through the ball, but Liang Jinquin counters with power. Bit of side spin on it too. For a guy on the run, full extension, he's strong on the wings, Liang Jinquin. Right into the body here. Harimoto earns himself a great opportunity to jam up Liang Jinquin. At the top level, this is what you see time and time again. Most players out here are incredibly fast. Have to hit it somewhere that's uncomfortable. Something that causes some indecision. Soft spinny ball from Harimoto over the table to step back into the lead. See how low the head of the racket gets from right at the back of the table. He's prepared to take the ball from over the table if he needs to. This is what the Chiquita is all about. Oh, after the chop block. I can't remember the last time I saw Harimoto pull off a chop block. Heavy side and under. Watch one more time earlier in the point. Liang Jinquin taking over the spin, gaining control of the point once again. It's tough after making such a successful chop block. Feels like you should have an easier point to win. And a quick cross-court shot deep to the very backhand corner of the table. Harimoto, point for point here. The one thing that Tomokazu Harimoto is known for is fighting for every single point. The first point of the match he wins, he screams as if it were the championship point. In that same fight, he keeps the intensity through the match. The placement here from over the forehand side. Liang Jinquin putting the pressure on into the middle. Good parallel opening. Good to see Qin Zhejian in the corner. Good to see Ma Long back on the world tour. I know fans around the world watching to see how he's recovered, if he'll come back to be what he's been. So aggressive over the table. Harimoto getting that racket head turned way back. Again, not a lot of room over the table to generate speed or power. But he creates that hole, creates a little bit of a cavern sort of to turn the wrist back by putting the elbow way out over the table. Pushed wrist just a little bit long. Right idea from Liang Jinquin, knew he couldn't keep it short. From this camera angle, the second one, you could see really how low the ball is on that. Ooh, back edge of the table. Harimoto checking for confirmation, apologizing. And now it is 3 game points for the 15-year-old Tomokazu Harimoto. Everyone agree? Now this is how it's supposed to be done. Harimoto just making sure everyone agrees here, everything is fair. There's no argument, just double checking. Back and ready with 3 game points. It's a best of 7 match. A little bit off the top edge on the backhand there. Ball gets away. Liang Jinquin saving a game point at the 3rd towel break now. Still 2 more to go. Bird's eye view. Now, in terms of the quality of the opening, Liang Jinquin doing his job there. What a racket shot there. A rocket shot, rather, off his racket. That opening backhand, so deep and so quick, very low to the net. Tough to get into the point on Harimoto's side. His receive is going to have to be something a bit unusual to mix it up. But the parallel backhand, as strong as it was not unpredictable. Liang Jinquin was there with a short stroke forehand to counter back. See how short that stroke was. His racket head just up over the table, ready for a quick decision. You don't need a lot of backswing. 3 game points saved in a row. Harimoto with a chance here to earn 1 more game point. Ooh, heavy underspin short to the forehand side. He knows it's likely Liang Jinquin will play with the backhand as it gives him the more aggressive opening. Baits him in. Takes the point on serve. Game point once again. 4th one for Harimoto. There it is. Spin shot takes the team. 4-0 in 2018 at the Korea Open. Heavy push once again, varying lengths. Now in table tennis, side to side is much easier than in and out for many players. Harimoto's using different depths on the table very effectively. Good long push again, deep to the backhand corner, drives Liang Jinquin just a step behind the table and out of his comfort zone. Could see him start to fall back there from that bird's eye view. Right at the back edge of the table, Liang Jinquin trying to keep it deep as well. Knows that if he spins it with this very faint contact, he can put some pressure on, but he can't leave it too shallow as Harimoto is very strong in the counter game. There's that signature backhand over the table. Now, Liang Jinquin really has a lot of firepower when it gets into the counter games, but Harimoto isn't playing that game. He's quick. He's strong over the table, doesn't want to get into mid-distance rallies at all. Little break there for Liang Jinquin. Not sure what the conversation was. Seemed to be a little communication there with the assistant umpire.
1, 2, 3.
Perfect closure. Harimoto keeps the racket very close to handle all the topspin coming in for that slow spinny shot from under the table. Liang Jinquin loading it, and Harimoto playing it safely back into the corner, using the length of the table. Still putting enough pace on it to cause some trouble. Good counter this time. Racket head up a little bit higher. Harimoto inviting the shot. He knows Liang Jinquin's strong on the backhand and is likely to go cross court, so he was right there waiting. Good bend on that backhand. This time, once again, he gets the fast shot. Goes fast, long serve to get right into the rally. Liang Jinquin well centered, covers the wide forehand. Ooh, that's a tough one. The flip kill up on 1 foot. Harimoto floats it back into play, but once it gets slightly more passive, especially against a player like Liang Jinquin, it just allows too much time and puts Harimoto at a big disadvantage. This is one of the reasons Liam Pitchford has been so successful against Tomokazu Harimoto, him controlling the table with parallel shots, taking away third ball opportunities and not allowing Harimoto to direct the points. A bit of discomfort with the heavy spin coming in. Good rhythm change here from Liang Jinquin. Soft block. Instead of a counter, Liang Jinquin quickly saying, it's not what I wanted to do. This isn't my game. Positioning-wise, gets Harimoto off balance, way out wide to that forehand. I think felt like there was an opening to just simply play it behind Harimoto. But that can be uncomfortable when you're used to playing a speed game. Good pace from Harimoto, a little break there, maybe off the edge. Deep on the table. So now up by 2 once again, Tomokazu Harimoto. Look how fast these backhands are. He's just so efficient in the stroke. It's part of the reason he's able to do it so quickly from right near the table time and time again. And part of the reason it's so difficult to predict where it's going. His wrist. He's doing it so quickly with the wrist. Right into the body. Liang Jinquin takes a risky step around. 1 point game now. Softer, but still very spinny. Harimoto with a parallel forehand to hang on to that 2-point lead, get it right back. How quickly he drops the racket for the forehand. Again, tries not to have too big of a backswing, but when he has the time, takes the full stroke. Just overshooting there. Saw the opportunity. One parallel, one deep to the backhand corner. And we've seen bigger comebacks than from down 0-2. Harimoto would definitely help his chances here to get a 2-0 lead against Liang Jinquin. Barely missing the back edge of the table, and Harimoto back up by 2. I will say I'm quite impressed over the last year and a half. Liang Jinquin has really developed his mental toughness. He's had some good wins, made it deep in many tournaments despite quite strong opposition. Placement of this receive to go to the short side of the table. Less time for Liang Jinquin to react, and once again 3 game points, although at this point of the story in game number 1 it was 3 points in a row for Liang Jinquin. Harimoto trying to be focused here, close out the deal. And in the backhand corner, slightly more passive. First 2 shots, some good pace from Harimoto, but the last one felt a little bit more as a block. You could see him starting to come to the middle, looking for a different placement. Getting the racket back in position a little bit more last minute. 2 game points left for Harimoto. Serves on his side.